Welcome everyone, a hearty welcome to the Foundry and to Google's EMEA headquarters in Dublin. Thanks for making it here. We've scheduled the sun to come out just for your arrival. My name's Fionnuala Meehan, and I lead the 450 strong EMEA sales team here in Dublin. I am a 10-year Googler. But more importantly, despite this youthful complexion, I am the mother of a 17-year-old daughter, and that's the same age as Google. So Google is 17 years old, and just as well behaved as my daughter, I might add. But we've come a long way, in some ways, we've come a long way from our roots as a search engine. In some ways we have, and in some ways we haven't. If you look at the original founder's letter to our shareholders, Larry and Sergey really set out the vision of delivering services that significantly improve the lives of as many people as possible. And that has meant different things down through that 17 years. It has meant initially how to access information. Then it grew to mean how to have unlimited email storage. And today, it can mean something like how do you develop a driverless car. But throughout the 17 years, there's been a single principle that's been at the heart of everything we've done, and that's search. And search is really a metaphor for how we think about our business and how we think about innovation. How do we continue to find the better answers to some of our everyday problems of millions of people around the world? And it's a single principle that's brought us all here today as well. And that single principle is how do we find the best audience for our company, for our product, but ultimately, how do we find the best audience for our brand online? That's really it. That's why we're all here. It's as simple as that. It can get quite complicated, but it's really as simple as that. Now, that used to mean finding your audience online. It used to mean last click. That used to be a last click mentality. But that has grown to mean so much more. That has grown to mean an end-to-end view to your audience. How do you find, connect, and engage with your audience as they consume digital content and media? And Shane is going to talk a little bit about that. So how do you, across that journey end-to-end, think about not only sales today, that last click, but sales tomorrow, and continue to build your brand online? Now, we believe Google has an unparalleled opportunity to help you with that end-to-end piece, not least through its unparalleled platforms of video and mobile, and even how they come together. A few weeks ago, we announced at our Brandcast event in the US that 50% of watch time on YouTube is now coming from smartphones and tablets, as opposed to desktops. So we believe that we can help with that. But that's not good. You have to believe that. So to get the most out of the next day and a half, you need to believe, first of all, that it's necessary to think about this end-to-end mentality in terms of your audience, to think about sales today and sales tomorrow. You need to believe that Google is a good partner for that. And you also need to be ready to make some of the decisions that you might need to make to bring innovation and consumer-focused innovation to the heart of many of the companies that you represent. Consumer innovation is consumer-focused innovation continues to be the thing that drives Google. When you think about the 1 trillion photos that were shared on mobile last year, that was a huge inspiration for what we announced to developers in terms of our photo app last week at the I/O conference. So I hope that that consumer-focused innovation that you can touch and feel as you find a way around the Google buildings here and as you meet with your Google representatives, I hope that serves as some inspiration over the next day and a half. I hope that you will enjoy the event. I hope that you enjoyed the hospitality in the centre of Dublin City. I hope that you find this both useful and enjoyable. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you. Thank you for your continued custom. Thank you for your partnership. That does not go unnoticed by us here, by the team here in Google. So I'll leave it at that, and I'd like to now introduce Shane Nolan, Director of Sales at Google, who is going to take you through some of that consumer journey I talked about, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Thank you.